Hi Virgo, it's January 25th, and here is your reading for today. Temperance, reversed. This card is screaming imbalance and excess in your current vibe. You're pushing too hard, maybe working late without breaks, or letting impatience rule your decisions. Don't lie to yourself. Ignoring those warning signs won't help. You might be overextending, chasing extremes rather than harmony. What you need is to slow down and find that inner peace you've been missing. Temperance reversed asks for moderation. Stop overindulging in busyness or emotional outbursts. You knew this already, but it's time to practice self-care or risk burnout. Don't rush. The chaos only grows if you ignore your limits. Moving on, Five of Swords, reversed. This reversal is about resolution and forgiveness. You're ready to let go of grudges that have held you back. Maybe you apologized recently or reached out to mend fences. That's powerful because it opens the door to real healing and moving on. Peace is on the horizon, but don't confuse this with avoiding necessary confrontation. You're not sacrificing self-respect here. You're choosing reconciliation without reopening old wounds. This card urges you to release past conflicts fully and step forward lighter. Hold on, it's not about forgetting but forgiving, and that requires strength. You're doing the work, even if it feels slow. Now, Three of Wands, reversed. Here's the sticky part. Setbacks and missed opportunities. Plans might have hit unexpected delays, or you're feeling unprepared for what's next. Maybe you overlooked some details or deadlines slipped by, and frustration is building. This reversed card warns against rushing headlong into action without reassessing your strategy. Patience is key, even if it feels like stagnation. You need to stay adaptable and rethink your next steps carefully. Don't let impatience cause mistakes that could have been avoided with a bit more foresight. Trust me, this isn't about failure. It's about recalibrating so you don't repeat the same pitfalls. Prepare for obstacles, don't pretend they aren't there. So Virgo, the tension here is real. You want balance, but you're caught between impatience and the urge to push through chaos. Temperance reversed tells you to pull back and breathe. Five of Swords reversed offers a path to peace if you're willing to forgive and move on. Finally, Three of Wands reversed reminds you to pause and plan before charging ahead. Take this as your moment to reset, not to beat yourself up for what feels like a mess. Balance isn't just calm, it's knowing when to act and when to step back. You've got this. You just need to honor your limits and clear the air before moving forward. Judgment steps in here like a spotlight on your past choices, Virgo. This card shouts awakening and self-evaluation. You're being called to face your history head-on. No more hiding or sugarcoating. I'm seeing you journaling late into the night, digging through old wounds or victories, trying to figure out what truly shaped you. That reckoning brings clarity, something you've been craving but maybe avoiding because it hurts or feels overwhelming. Don't lie to yourself. Forgiveness has to start with you. You need to accept those past mistakes, own them fully, then move forward without dragging guilt around like dead weight. Remember, judgment demands truth and renewal. It's about shedding old narratives that no longer serve your growth. You knew this already, but now it's urgent. The chance to start fresh is right in front of you. Wait, hold on. This isn't just about looking back. It's about how you step into your future from this clarity. Don't resist change. It's coming whether you like it or not. That fear of shifting your path? Face it. This card is pushing you to embrace transformation fully. If you're stuck replaying past failures or clinging to outdated versions of yourself, you'll miss the new chapter waiting for you. Seek closure actively. Maybe that means a tough conversation, a heartfelt apology, or finally forgiving yourself for what you thought was unforgivable. That's the behavioral key here. Take action to clear emotional clutter. You can't move forward with a messy heart. Now, remember temperance, reverse from before, the imbalance and impatience? Judgment is the antidote. Instead of rushing or overindulging, you're being guided to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. It's like a cosmic reset button. The Five of Swords reversed plays along with this message, telling you to let go of grudges and seek peace. You're done fighting old battles that only drain you. This card's urging you to apologize or accept apologies. Walk away from the arguments that keep you stuck. Healing happens when you stop sharpening swords and start extending olive branches. But be careful with the Three of Wands reversed. It warns that while you're doing this deep work, delays and setbacks may still show up. Maybe your plans won't unfold exactly as you hoped. You might miss a deadline or overlook a detail in your eagerness to move on. Don't rush. Reassess your steps and prepare for obstacles. It's not failure, it's a nudge to stay adaptable and grounded. Combine that with Judgment's call for truth and renewal, and you get a powerful combo for growth. Slow down, look back with honesty, forgive actively, then move forward with a ready plan. Actually, no, let me rephrase that. This isn't just about slowing down, it's about changing your mindset entirely. Stop seeing delays as punishment. See them as part of your awakening process. The universe is giving you time to heal and prepare. If you push too hard, you risk repeating old mistakes from temperance, reversed. The key is balance between reflection, forgiveness, and action. You're not just surviving here, you're evolving. So Virgo, January 25th is your moment of reckoning. Judgment wants you to clear out the emotional attic. Write those letters, make those calls, forgive those lingering hurts. Then, plan carefully. Don't rush into new ventures blindly. Use the clarity you gain to build a foundation that can handle setbacks without cracking. You're not just waiting for change, you're creating it. Embrace the truth, face the past, heal the wounds. The path ahead is brighter, but only if you walk it with open eyes and an open heart. The moon. I'm seeing shadows creeping in where you thought you had light, Virgo. The moon pulls you into the fog of uncertainty, illusions messing with your head, fears bubbling up from places you tried to ignore. Don't lie to yourself, you knew this already. You're wrestling with instincts and doubts that don't play fair. The moon asks you to trust your gut, even when the path looks sketchy. It's not about clear answers right now, but about leaning into what your subconscious whispers at 3 a.m. Those dreams that won't quit, the uneasy feeling crawling in your chest. Actually, no, don't dismiss those signals as paranoia or anxiety. That's the trick the moon plays. It blurs the line between fear and intuition, so you have to sharpen your senses. Face those shadows head on instead of running. Journaling your dreams, tracking your gut reactions, or even talking it out with someone who gets it. These are the actions that help you see through the mist. You've been stuck in this loop of trying to change patterns, right? The moon confirms it's not just external chaos, but an internal maze. Your mind's playing tricks, loading old fears onto new scenarios. It's like you're trying to step forward but keep tripping over invisible roots. That's why the Five of Swords reverse showed up earlier. Healing from past conflicts needs to happen before you can really move. The moon urges you to stop blaming the outside world for your confusion. Look inside and call out the stories you keep telling yourself that stall your growth. The Three of Wands reversed warned about missing chances because of poor planning or impatience. The moon's fog makes planning tricky, but it's not impossible. Slow down. Reassess where you're really at emotionally. Don't rush decisions when you can't see the full picture yet. Remember Temperance reversed? The imbalance you felt last chapter? The moon expands on that by revealing the emotional and psychic chaos fueling it. You might be overindulging in worry or cycling through extremes in mood because your inner world feels unstable. Instead of pushing harder, the moon says step back and honor your intuition. It's time to find peace with uncertainty before you try to force clarity. Yes, it's uncomfortable. You want to control outcomes, but the moon shows that some things need to unfold in their own time. This is part of the awakening judgment started. You're closer to the truth, but the path isn't linear. Darkness precedes light here. So what's the move? Don't ignore the anxiety or shrug off your dreams. Face them. Write down that gut feeling before it fades. Take a quiet walk without distractions and notice what thoughts bubble up. If something feels off, investigate it rather than brushing it aside. This is you breaking the cycle of old fears blocking your progress. The moon encourages curiosity, not avoidance. It's okay to admit you're unsure. That's where real insight begins. Hold on to the hope that through this murky phase, you're purging illusions and preparing for a clearer dawn. The moon isn't just about confusion. It's about awakening your deeper wisdom, even if it feels slow and scary. You're not lost. You're learning to trust the unseen map inside you. Keep walking, Virgo. King of Pentacles steps in like a boss. I'm seeing solid ground underfoot after all that chaos and unease you've been juggling. King of Pentacles is about security and building something real. No shortcuts, no smoke and mirrors. It's obvious. Success comes from patience and not letting fear take over. It's about discipline, steady moves, and owning your power without losing your soul. King of Pentacles asks you to lead your life like you mean it. Plan your money, your time, your energy with integrity. Invest in what lasts. Don't just chase quick wins or hoard resources out of fear. Actually, no, King of Pentacles is not about clinging. It's about balance between abundance and responsibility. Hold on, the timing is perfect. After the imbalance and impatience flagged by Temperance, reversed, this king is your wake, up call to get back to basics. It's like the universe saying, enough drama. You've been caught in extremes, pushing too hard or pulling back too much. Now it's time to build a foundation that can hold you steady. That means practical steps. Budgeting, setting boundaries, saying no to distractions that waste your power. It's not glamorous, but it's necessary. King of Pentacles shows you what true leadership looks like. Leading yourself first, managing your resources wisely, and mentoring your inner voice to speak with confidence. I'm noticing how this ties into Judgment's call for self-evaluation and renewal. You've done the hard work facing your past, forgiving yourself, and clearing old stories. Now Judgment says, don't just reflect, act with clarity. Make decisions that secure your future. Don't get stuck in the fog of the moon's illusions or the frustration of Three of Wands reversed. Keep your eyes on tangible goals, but stay adaptable. King of Pentacles reminds you that foresight isn't just dreaming big. It's preparing for obstacles realistically. Reassess your plans, yes, but also commit to the hard work of making them real. Here's the thing. After the Five of Swords reversed encouraged you to release grudges and heal, King of Pentacles is the next step. Create peace by building wealth in all its forms. Not just money, but stability, respect, and trust. You're the CEO of your life, Virgo. Own that role. Manage conflicts by setting clear boundaries instead of sweeping things under the rug. This isn't about avoiding confrontation. It's about choosing what battles are worth your time and energy. King of Pentacles teaches you to protect your kingdom, but with generosity, not selfishness. Don't lie to yourself about what you need. You've been impatient, maybe burned out. maybe afraid to let go of control. King of Pentacles says, slow down, get organized, and lead with integrity. Find balance between ambition and self-care. Act with patience, but act. Build your empire brick by brick. No shortcuts, no illusions. You're moving from chaos to control, from fear to confidence. Trust that steady leadership will bring the abundance you deserve. So, what's next? Look at your resources, time, money, energy, and start managing them like the king you are. Set up systems to support your goals. Mentor yourself. What habits serve you? Which ones sabotage? This is your moment to claim security, to create a legacy of peace and prosperity. The King of Pentacles isn't just a card, it's your blueprint. Don't waste it. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Virgo, I'm seeing some serious disruption here around family and finances. This reversed Ten of Pentacles is flagging tension, maybe inheritance issues or old family wounds bubbling up again. Don't lie to yourself. Ignoring these conflicts won't make them disappear. You might be tempted to cling to outdated traditions or hold on to a legacy that's more burden than blessing. But the card is clear. You need to reassess your financial plans and confront what's causing the strain. Arguments over money, power struggles, maybe even resentments tied to legacy are showing up now. It's not just about cash. This is about your foundation feeling shaky at the core. You've been building stability, right? But here's the catch. If the family dynamics are off, your whole sense of security wobbles. So don't just push through or pretend everything's fine. Take a hard look at where fractures lie. Hold on, this isn't a call for chaos, but for realignment. The reverse Ten of Pentacles is pushing you to seek harmony despite discomfort. You might have to navigate some awkward conversations or set new boundaries with relatives. It's tempting to avoid these talks, but that just delays the inevitable. Be proactive now. Restructuring what legacy means to you can actually free up energy. Financially, check your resources and plans. Are you relying too much on others? Are you ignoring risks because it feels easier? The card warns against overlooking these details. You're no stranger to discipline and long-term focus. You showed that with the King of Pentacles energy before, but here you have to balance that with emotional intelligence. Money without peace isn't success. Remember the earlier chapters? You've been working through impatience, self-reflection, and dealing with shadows. Now it's about what to release. This Ten of Pentacles, reversed, is a hard spotlight on what's not working in your foundation. Maybe it's time to let go of family expectations or financial ideals that no longer serve you. That's tough, I know, but holding on to these old structures only breeds resentment and instability. It's a turning point for clarity. What legacy do you want to build, not just for yourself, but for those around you? You're asked to reassess, not react. Slow down, plan carefully, and communicate clearly. Don't rush this. The earlier reversed Three of Wands warned about impatience and missed opportunities. That's still relevant here. Hasty moves could deepen the rift. Also, watch for the temptation to focus solely on short-term fixes. The reverse Ten of Pentacles signals that quick money or peace patches won't last. You need to address root causes, family conflicts, financial mismanagement, or emotional baggage tied to your resources. This is about building a future that's stable on all fronts, not just the visible ones. Forgiveness and compromise might be necessary, but only with clear boundaries. You don't have to sacrifice your integrity to keep the peace. The Five of Swords reversed energy you've been working with points to reconciliation, but it's got to be real, not surface level. So Virgo, This chapter's challenge is to face these uncomfortable realities head on. Don't be afraid to reassess what you hold dear, especially around family and money. You're laying the groundwork for long-term security, but it starts with clearing out what's rotten or outdated. Deep down, you already had a sense of this. Now, act on it. Don't rush, but don't stall either. Balance your practical mind with emotional courage. That's the path forward. Temperance reversed. Remember that reckless energy you're trying to justify? Yeah, that's still echoing here, but now it's clearer. You've been pushing too hard, ignoring your limits, thinking busyness equals progress. You worked late nights, skipped breaks, maybe lashed out when things didn't move fast enough. The lesson? You can't rush harmony. You need to pause, breathe, recalibrate. That imbalance is a call to action, not a warning to quit. Judgment swoops in with its clarity, asking you to own your past decisions without guilt. It's like when clarity felt uncomfortable and you wanted to look away. You've been stuck in old narratives, those stories about failure, about not being enough. But here's the thing. Awakening happens when you forgive yourself, when you journal it out, when you finally accept that the past is your teacher, not your prison guard. This card is your permission slip to move forward with your truth. Hold up, the moon. You can't just skip over the shadows, Virgo. Those fears and anxieties lurking beneath the surface want attention. You had that moment you wanted to look away, but your gut wouldn't let you. Well, it's time to face those illusions, head on. Trust your instincts, even if they rattle you. The unknown is scary, yes, but ignoring it only makes it louder. Don't confuse fear for intuition. Slow down and listen. Your subconscious is trying to guide you out of the fog. Now, King of Pentacles. Here's your anchor. Stability, discipline, leadership. This is where you've been building your foundation all along. You've managed your resources, set boundaries, and kept your eye on long-term goals. But watch out. Don't get complacent or cling to material success like it's everything. Real success is balanced between work, rest, and integrity. You're the boss of your life, but bosses evolve. They don't fossilize. Ten of Pentacles reversed speaks to those messy family dynamics and financial strains you've been skirting around. Maybe you had arguments over money or inherited tensions bubbling under the surface. Ignoring these only deepens cracks. It's time to confront these issues with honesty. Reassess your financial plans and clear the air with family. Clinging to outdated traditions or hoping problems will magically disappear? Nope. That's just delaying your peace. Speaking of peace, Five of Swords reversed is your bridge to healing. You might have held grudges, replayed old conflicts in your mind, but this card urges you to forgive and move on. Apologize if you need to. Seek closure. Don't let pride or fear keep you stuck in battles that no longer serve you. It's about reconciliation, not sacrificing your self-respect, but finding that middle ground where peace lives. You want to be free from that toxic replay, right? Then there's Three of Wands reversed, the voice shouting about missed opportunities and unpreparedness. You may have rushed ahead before, ignoring potential setbacks. Maybe deadlines slipped or you overlooked important details. This card says reassess your plans. Stay adaptable. Don't let frustration push you into reckless moves. Prepare for obstacles before you charge forward again. Patience and foresight will save you from repeating these delays. Here's the real talk. All these cards together say one thing loud and clear. The work you've been avoiding is the work that sets you free. You knew that balance wasn't just about time management, right? It's deeper. It's about facing your truths, forgiving yourself and others, confronting fears. and dealing with the messy family and financial stuff instead of sidestepping it. It's about steady leadership and realistic planning, not just wishful thinking. So don't lie to yourself now. The chaos, the doubts, the tension, they're all signposts pointing to the inner work waiting for you. Temperance reversed was your wake, up call. Judgment offered renewal. The moon flagged the shadows you couldn't ignore. The King of Pentacles showed you the power of grounded leadership, while the reversed Ten of Pentacles and Five of Swords reversed called for healing old wounds. The Three of Wands reversed reminded you to slow down and plan better. This is your finale, Virgo. Integrate all these lessons. Step up and do the real work. Ones that make you uncomfortable, but also make you whole. Because freedom, it's not out there. It's in the messy, honest, brave work inside. So take that deep breath, face those fears, make the calls, set those boundaries, forgive, plan, and move forward. The life you're building needs this. You need this. And trust me, the moment you stop running from the work is the moment you finally set yourself free. Okay, that's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.